My stepmother gave her daughter $84K and gave me a bus pass. Then she needed my apartment. I was 16 when my father married Celeste. Her daughter Tori was 5 months younger than me, which meant everyone expected us to become instant sisters. When Tori wanted varsity cheer, Celeste paid for private lessons, uniforms, and a week-long camp. When I asked to join the robotics team, she said the $180 fee was a lot for an extracurricular, and suggested I volunteer instead. Tori got a used Honda for her 17th birthday. I got a monthly bus pass and a lecture about how public transportation built character. Celeste never called it favoritism. She called it meeting different needs. Somehow, Tori's needs always had a price tag, while mine were supposed to make me stronger. Dad saw it, but he hated conflict. Whenever I complained, he would lower his voice and say, "Just give it time. Celeste is still learning how to be your mother." At Tori's party, Celeste presented her with a folder containing 4 years of tuition at a private design college. Between tuition and housing, it was worth about $84,000. Tori cried. Everyone applauded. At my party the following weekend, Celeste reloaded my bus card with $50 and told me trade school was more realistic for someone independent. I enrolled in an electrical apprenticeship and worked nights stocking a warehouse. It was not the path I had imagined, but I was good at it. By 22, I was a licensed electrician, earning more than anyone expected. By 24, I had saved enough for the down payment on a neglected 4-unit building near the hospital. The roof leaked, 2 kitchens had wiring from the 1960s, and one tenant used a space heater because the furnace barely worked. I spent 18 months repairing it after work. I lived in the smallest unit, handled every maintenance call, and put the rent back into the property. That journey included dropping out after 3 semesters, opening a candle company, closing it, and launching a wellness studio with Celeste as the guarantor. Celeste refinanced the family house to provide Tori with $70,000 for renovations and equipment. The studio lasted 11 months. Meanwhile, I bought a second building, then a third. By 30, I owned 18 clean, quiet apartments with working heat and fair leases. Celeste learned about them when one of my buildings appeared in a local newspaper article about restored neighborhood housing. She texted, "We always knew you were going places." It was the first message she had sent me in 8 months. 2 weeks later, Dad called. Celeste's house was in foreclosure because the wellness studio loan had gone unpaid. Tori had moved back with her toddler, and all 3 of them needed somewhere to live. Celeste invited me to dinner at the restaurant, where she had celebrated Tori's college acceptance. Then she slid a photo of my newest building across the table. "The top floor 2-bedroom is empty," she said. "It would be perfect for us until Tori gets back on her feet." She wanted the unit rent-free, with no deposit and no lease. When I said my property manager required the same application from everyone, Celeste smiled like I had misunderstood. "We're not everyone," she said. "We're family." I asked whether family had included me when a month. If they qualified, they could apply. I would not displace another tenant, skip the screening, or turn my business into the next thing Tori did not have to pay for. They did not apply. Celeste rented a smaller place across town. Tori took a receptionist job, and Dad finally sold the second car. They survived without one more sacrifice from me. On my next birthday, Celeste mailed a card saying she was proud of everything I had built. I kept it in my desk, not because it was kind, but because it was the first thing she gave me that did not expire at the end of